May I come in, sir?
Please come in.
Thank you. Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Good evening,
Please
sir.
sit in.
Thank you, sir.
So, how are you, Sampada?
I'm fine, sir. Thank you.
So, you seem to be having a very bright academic career. That's nice to know. And what have been your interests other than the academics?
Sir, I'm interested in social work. I have been participating in Scout and Guiding the school. Then onwards, I participated in NSS during my graduation years. And thereafter, I have been working for activities like camping, etc. I also take interest in talking with people when I go back to my village and visiting farm.
So, in this section now you have been working, you are saying from your college days, so quite some time, almost 8-9 years.
Yes, sir.
So, what has been the notable achievement or achievements that you have had?
Sir, in NSS during my graduation years, we went to Meghalaya for National Integrity Tour along with 26 other fellow volunteers. So there I had worked in a village so as to get to know their culture, and also during the Scout Guide program in my schooling, we achieved a certificate of a great good candidate as well as a good team. And thereafter, sir, during NSS also we worked in Vadarwadi University of Pune area, where we educated the children up till class 4, and we also conducted some anti-superstition activities through street plays, etc.
Good.
Thank you, sir.
You are more interested in administrative services, it seems like. So, what do you think is the basic role of administration when it comes to social justice?
Sir, I think with respect to social justice, the basic role of administration is to ensure that the means of welfare reaches to all. In order to ensure social justice, we should be very well with implementing the policies that are there and implementing the schemes for the vulnerable sections.
But then we have been having independence since last almost 74 years. Then why is it not happening?
Sir, I think we have improved on many social indicators. For example, with respect to literacy, we are ahead at right now we are almost around 74% of the literacy. We are also doing good with respect to, sir, getting women's education as well as employment opportunities for the women. And these days we are making policies so as to ensure diversity, equity and inclusion for the disabled as well. So I think we are progressing, sir. However, we still need to do more to reach to the last mile.
If India and China were independent at the same time, and then at one point of time we were better than them economically and otherwise, and now they are much ahead of us. Why?
Sir, the reason we can say that there are some areas where China is ahead of us are the basic causes regarding this is nature of economy, which is planned economy, and the nature of implementation of the policies. For example, China since 1980s has been developing at a faster pace and to a great extent due to its closed economy also, and the availability of resources such as rare earth minerals in China. But sir, we can also say that India has been doing good in terms of its social cohesion and ensuring its diversity and freedom of speech to the people of the country, rather better than China.
What are directive principles of state policy?
Sir, directive principles of state policy are the instrument of instructions for the executive and the legislature in administration of the country, sir.
They are more in letter and not in spirit.
Sorry,
Do you
sir.
agree with this statement?
Sir, I will partly agree with this statement because since independence, we have implemented many policies in order to ensure DPSPs are fulfilled. For example, the Engineering Act, which ensures employment for the people. Then we have also formed a Minimum Wages Act, which ensures participation of workers and equality. and we are also implementing the 2017 maternity benefit.
What is the recent decision of the Honorable Supreme Court regarding right to property?
Sir, I am unaware about the decision.
Is right to property a fundamental right?
No, sir. It is a constitutional right enshrined in Article 3.
What is the difference between fundamental right and constitutional right? All fundamental rights are given in the Constitution only.
Yes, sir. All fundamental rights are given in the Constitution itself. However, for the violation of fundamental rights, we can go straight to the Supreme Court or High Court under Article 32 and 26 to 26 respectively. But for other constitutional rights, we cannot directly approach to the Supreme Court, and it has to be done through a gradual process.
What is the right to property current position?
Sir, currently it is a legal and constitutional right which is available.
What does that mean?
It means that for the violation of right to property, we can go to the...
Can state take over your property?
Sir, with proper compensation, state can take our property. The state has all the right to take it through a legal means.
What is deprivation?
Sir, deprivation could be understood in multiple terms, where we are unable to fulfill our requirements. For example, if we are talking about...
How does it lead to social conflict?
Sir, deprivation of some kind may lead to social conflict due to envy among the people, that one is having all the resources and one is not having the resources.
Give me one recent example from Maharashtra where a social conflict has arisen because of deprivation.
Yes, sir. Sir, there are conflicts going on and the demands for...
Give me one example.
So the recent demand of Maratha reservation due to economic deprivation of middle classes.
How does reservation lead to economic deprivation? Why are they feeling economically deprived?
Sir, they are feeling economically deprived because of the reduced amount. They are not able to achieve their means of livelihood through the current wage of production which is going on in agriculture. It is not remunerative right now. So that has led to this feeling of deprivation.
What is the difference between, what is the relationship between power and hegemony?
Sir, hegemony is a form of power. Power can be understood as hard power as well as soft power, and hegemony is a nature of soft power.
What are our current relationships with China as on date? Have they improved slightly?
Yes, sir. We have improved on our border areas, and also we are improving to cooperate on the water sharing agreements also.
What is this news about withdrawal of troops from LAC?
So the recent news is going on about disengagement and disintegration and demilitarization at the LAC, which was going on, the issue was going on since 2020. So that is the news right now.
What care India, as a government organization, what care should be taken?
For what, sir?
For regarding disengagement?
Yes, sir. Sir, as a government organization, we should be aware about the possible threat if we are disengaging as well. We should be very well prepared if there is any kind of ceasefire or unexpected threat from other sides.
I'll ask you one more question. The Mahakumbh is going on. Forget the religious and economic aspects of everything. As an administrator or as an officer, what should we be proud of?
Sir, as an officer, we should be proud of the scale of people participating in it and the diversity of the people participating in it.
And what else? As an officer, suppose you are in charge of this thing, you would feel proud about it. Why?
Sir, I will feel proud about it because if I am an officer there, I will be able to ensure people's right, that is cultural and religious.
Forget that cultural and spiritual aspect. As an officer, what is your main role that you will be proud of?
The management role as an officer.
Management of what?
Management of people, of resources, and of the event entire.
What is deep state?
Sir, deep state is a concept wherein a particular institution has greater presence and control over the state's institutions and organizations and policies.
So why is it a matter of concern for you?
Sir, I think it becomes a matter of concern when a particular section tries to occupy and guide the policies, which is not a democratic, which is not in a democratic nature, and that might create some sort of discontinuity in policies and tensions within the society also.
Why is President Trump so concerned about it?
Sir, I am not aware about the particular statement made by President Trump. However, in general, that can be a cause of concern because it will distort the economy as well as relations between the nations.
Sampada,
Yes.
your those extracurricular activities, I'm intrigued and interested to know what do you exactly mean by reflective writing? Isn't every writing reflective?
I think not necessarily every writing can be reflective.
But what category of writing can be classified as reflective?
So writing which is done by your own through your thoughts and to delineate your emotions can be called as a reflective writing.
But it is the word itself suggests that you are responding or you are reflecting upon something. So what is it that generally? When you indulge yourself into reflective writing, what do you exactly do?
Sir, I exactly try to first recall the event or the emotion which I was feeling at that particular event. Then I try to write it down chronologically, and thereafter I try to write it down what was my response or what could I have done better and how could I improve myself.
So how does it enhance your personality?
Sir, it has helped me in decision making and analyzing the problems, as well as it helps me to keep myself composed and not get furious about things.
How will it help you in your civil services?
Sir, as a civil servant, one has to do with multiple stakeholders and do greater decision making at every level. So that will help me in analyzing minor issues as well and maintaining coordination among all the stakeholders.
Okay. See, you are a student of political science.
Yes.
Nowadays, there is a huge amount of discussion about competitive federalism. Okay.
Yes, sir.
What does it really mean now in our context?
Sir, competitive federalism means that states within the country are ensuring the federal spirit, but at the same time competing with each other in a positive manner. For example, Niti Aayog has been doing the SDG India Index, so where the states are competing with each other for bettering their SDG ranks. We are also doing it for health indicators as well. So it is a positive spirit of development and cooperation. Sir.
No, I agree with you in theory. But my question is, if you are, let's say, a development commissioner, and if with indulging into any kind of a contract making or attracting investment, if you have to sell your district, I assume a hypothetical example, then see the competitive federalism can be thought at any level. It could be among states, it could be among districts in the same state. So by indulging into this kind of a approach, are you not contributing to enhancing existing disparities?
Sir, we can look at it at two levels. For reducing the existing disparities, we are doing progressive taxation, etc., and fiscal reforms. And at the same time, sir, as we say, inequality should not be ignored. We can promote competition among the states so as to give them incentive to do better more and more. So that should be
See,
seen.
Sampada, it's simple. Maharashtra has been boasting that we had attracted highest FDI at the Davos,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Now, won't Bihar feel jealous? And but when we attract all the area into Maharashtra, are we not increasing the disparities? What I am trying to ask is it detrimental to the basic feeling of cohesion, this kind of a competitive federalism? What is, as a student of political science, what is your take?
Sir, as a student of political science, I look at it from the perspective of state doing welfareism and increasing its economic capability. If investment is coming in Maharashtra, it will create more employment opportunities which are available for all the fellow citizens of India as well as all the other persons. So it should be seen as an opportunity rather than a feeling of jealousy or anything.
Okay. I like the way you diverted the question. No, but What is exactly meant by crony capitalism?
Sir, crony capitalism means capitalists having control over the state policies in an indirect manner.
Is it then umbilically related to privatization or liberalization? Let me put it, is it inevitable when you liberalize, when you restructure the economy? Crony capitalism is necessarily a logical outcome of that.
Sir, I think crony capitalism can be a part of the economy when we are capitalizing our economy. But I think liberalization or privatization rather reduces crony capitalism because there are more competitors and there are
More crony capitalists.
No, sir, I don't think so.
Okay, now last question from my side. See, what is your take on, again, as a political scientist, view on awarding legal sanctity to minimum support prices, for which farmers have been struggling since last 2 years? How you look at this? If we award legal recognition to minimum support prices, the tool, what is your thought on that? Or what is your thinking on that?
Sir, as a state, we should be looking at it from the two sides, the political economy of the country. Sir, the demand is coming out of agricultural distress. And at the same time, if we are thinking of legalizing it, we should look at our fiscal prudence also. So I do not support legalization of MSP. Rather, we should be investing more in maximizing the agricultural output, improving upon the marketing reforms.
Thank you.
Sampada, I could see your actually check and there's a elocution competition prize.
Yes, sir.
So you could be a very good spokesperson for any ruling party. That's what I could make out. But I'll be asking questions about something that is lacking in our development journey. So you are from Marathwada region.
Yes, sir.
In spite of assuring that the farmers' income will be doubled in so and so years, the farmer suicides have shifted to Marathwada, have been added in Marathwada also compared to Vidarbha.
Yes, sir.
So what are the reasons for that?
So the first reason for that is economic, that incomes have not been grown at the pace where economy is growing and the inflation rates are going on. And
Again, why to that? Because this is obvious.
yes, sir, I think that is because of lack of diversification of agricultural business. Like we are not investing that much into animal husbandry. And also, sir, there has been a policy irregularity with respect to the marketing of.
Maharashtra has got a very good horticulture and animal husbandry.
Yes, sir, but the Marathwada region specifically is a drought-prone region, and it also lacks the irrigation facilities. So there is quite a lot uncertainty with the climate change.
Is it a policy issue or implementation issue or a general mindset of the people? What could be the root cause of this?
Sir, I think it could be the structural problems in policy as well as implementation. That, for example, we have brought Jaliyukta Shivar scheme in 2014. But sir, there are issues like if farmers are going for Jaliyukta Shivar, they have to give a lot of the land of farm for ensuring Jaliyukta Shivar. So farmers are hesitant for that. And that is resulting into lack of irrigation for the farm.
I don't agree with that because Samrudhi has taken more land compared to Jaliyukta Shivar land, but that's okay. Second point was about Asar report. Every year Asar is coming out with such a negative report. So how do you address that?
Sir, today itself the Asar report has come, and which has shown progress in our foundational and numerical literacy. So, but sir,
Progress is compared to last year.
Compared to last year, yes.
But at the absolute level, it is pathetic.
Yes, sir.
The whole new generation is actually lacking in basic skills. So, how to handle that?
Sir, I think that could be tackled with the empowerment of Anganwadis, which are currently, I think there are many Anganwadis and some of them are doing well, but at some places there is only nutrition and nutrition is the only function. But that can be accompanied with the other foundational numerical literacy.
Anything will take care of that.
They might take care of it.
And it is not getting implemented at all, not at the higher level, at the school level or primary level also. Are you aware about that?
Sorry, sir. I
Any
could not-
field experience from your mother or other? Your mother is a teacher.
Yes, sir. My mother.
At what level she teaches?
Sir, she teaches to 6th and 7th class students.
And the last point was about delimitation. So in spite of all the efforts for the central government, it is causing a rift in the north and south states. There is also center-state conflict. So how to handle that?
Sir, delimitation is the exercise which is due, and I think in order to ensure that we have to convince both the states of north and south.
What is the issue?
The issue is, sir, currently it is based on the population of
So
1971.
what's your take on that?
Sir, according to me, it should be updated as per the current population, which will be the latest population, so as to represent all the people of India.
So the issue is not resolved in that case because those who follow this population policy and develop, they get less representation. So issue is
Sir,
not resolved.
Sir, the way we are giving incentive to the population factor or greater amount of money for population, we can also incentivize it on the basis of, sir, economical or technological and environmental development. So that could act as an incentive for the other southern Indian states, sir.
Through GST contribution to
Yes, sir.
states.
Through the Finance Commission recommendations.
Okay. And the last point is about constitution. A lot of debate has taken place over the last 1 or 2 years.
Yes, sir.
That we are affecting the basic structure. And second is the Indianness of the constitution. So what's your take on these two things? Is the constitution really Indian? It is just a mix of so many other constitutions. Just
Sir-
because it is written in India and it is a written constitution, it doesn't become Indian.
Sir, I think it is an Indian constitution only because people of India have made it, and as per the Act of 1947, the constitutional body was sovereign enough, and we had taken some
Has
of
it
the
been given to
elements.
plagiarism any time? Has
Sorry,
it
sir.
tested for plagiarism, this constitution?
Sorry, sir, I was
How
not
much is
aware.
copy pasted in that? Any idea?
Sir, it is said that a lot of part of it is taken from 1935 Act, but that is a structural part, and we have also applied it to the conditions which are suitable for India. We are not completely copy pasted it. Yes, sir.
Since you opted for IPS as your second choice,
Yes, sir.
what is your take on the internal security of India? What are the main problems that we suffer with?
Yes, sir. Sir, with respect to internal security of India, I think the first problem would be tackling the growing cyber security issues. That is a new challenge. So the second issue would be tackling urban nationalism, and third issue would be, sir, communalism.
Explain what communalism, how does it affect it?
Sir, communalism is affecting the social harmony of the nation, and it results into riots happening.
Give an example.
So the example of Delhi riots, which happened last year, the cases are still pending in the judiciary. So that is creating a challenge for judicial as well as police system.
Okay, why is Manipur not getting resolved?
Sir, the main issue in Manipur is due to its specific locality and the culture. It is a tribal culture which requires its own way of resolving it, and the two tribes have deep-rooted distrust among themselves. So simply growing with
But isn't that a fact? Anywhere the tribes are there, in Arunachal also there are so many tribes which are living peacefully next to each other, different cultures, different language even. Why is the problem persisting in Manipur? And it was not there before a few years and now it has erupted. Why?
Sir, I am not aware about the historical context of it, but sir, there could be also a reason of spread of fake news in this particular incidents, and that should be controlled, sir.
So ultimately you say that social media should be censored?
Sir, it should be regulated, I would say.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Have a nice day.
Thank you.